It's green flag time. Let's get this show on the road. Madison Toll dominates and wins. Trey Wright wins the Indianapolis 200.
Miles out of nowhere is gonna steal it.
It's going to be Mike Fink Jr., number 38. Winnie Crouch is going to take the win here at Pocono. Side by side.
They're going to be side by side going down.
Local Millions will win the Coca-Cola 600.
We are the NIRA. Welcome to the Pike International Raceway here in Fountain, Colorado, just a little bit outside of Colorado Springs and just a little further outside of Denver, here for the Furniture Road 200, stop number 5 of season number 1 of the Scotts Grand National Series. 42 cars going to go around this track for 38 laps, just a mile-long track here, flatter, kind of like Phoenix we were at last race, where Zachary Fitzwater on the late race fuel strategy pulled off the victory. Welcome up into the booth. This is Freedomator, and I am here with Bronson Minnick. Bronson, it's good to have you here, man.
Well, Freedomator, it is great to be here at Pikes Peak. It is very beautiful. I did a state tour for, about a week ago, and it is a very beautiful state. However, Pikes Peak is one of the most beautiful places that I was at during my round trip of the state, and this track is very beautiful, as like you said in the introduction. It is just below Pikes Peak, standing 14,000 feet, one of the tallest mountains in the world. It is absolutely beautiful, and I hope this race can produce some great racing.
It is indeed a very beautiful area around here. We're just at the foot of old Pike himself, 14,115 feet up there. Not quite as high here, just a little bit lower, about halfway down the peak, but you can still get a beautiful view of the mountain. Before we get too much further into this introduction before the race, let's take a look at your point standings. Noah McGalliard sits on top of the point standings by 7 points ahead of Jacob Thibodeau, 9 points ahead of Adam McDowell, 11 points ahead of Daytona winner Kip Silverpoint, and 14 points ahead of Christian Vargas. That is your top 5. Landon Smith Jr., Patrick Starr, Justin Lightning, Hannah McDowell, and Kirsten Clark round out the top 10. No chase reset going to happen this season. Is going to be all out to the end, as in the Cabela's Cup Series it will be. Speaking of the Cabela's Cup Series, last time we were here at Pikes Peak International Raceway was for season number 1 of that series. Using a very much different package, we saw an incredible finish with Samet Hoskin and Casey Nanico going side by side down to the line, with Nanico winning that race in the closest finish in the history of the NIRA, as we're recording this anyway. 1/1000th of a second was the margin there, with Nanico beating out Osgen. Here we are for the first time since then using a different package. Drivers can pull away a little bit, but the drivers who are getting pulled away from can easily catch up to them. Plenty of braking areas, plenty of opportunities to get back up there. The lap traffic's definitely going to be a factor throughout this race. So Bronson, looking at your roster there, could you name anyone you think might be a favorite to win this race?
Freedomator, I think the person in 20th in points, that's right, the Aussie Zachary Fitzwater, who sits 20th in points, 14 points back from 19th. I think he can get it done. Phoenix is like a track like this one. It's flat, it's a mile. I think he can get it done because, you know, maybe fuel mileage? I don't know, we'll see.
And of course, expecting at least just one pit cycle in this race, 38 laps, expecting them to split it around lap 20 or so. Expecting probably 2 tomorrow for the Cabela's Cup Series race. Meantime, let's go down trackside and we'll get your starting lineup and we'll get this race started. and the engines fire here at Pikes Peak International Raceway. 42 gonna roll off. It's Nathan Buchanan, Carter Joey on the front row, Eric Monaco, Noah McGallard behind, Avery Barnett, Kip Silverpoint, Charlie Davenport, Kirsten Clark, with Drew Tatum and Justin Lightning rounding out the top 10. So they're going to come around here. We are just half a lap away from getting this race started, Bronson.
Yes, we are. We are half a lap to go, going into turn 3. Very flat, by the way. About a mile in length of this entire track. Don't know what to expect. I don't think this series has ever been here. As the pace car makes a hard right onto pit road, off turn number 4. Getting into the infield. Do you want to do the favor?
Green flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. It's green flag racing time. We're gonna get this show on the road for the first time ever in the Scotts Grid Nationals at Pikes Peak here at season number 1. On to the back straightaway, it's Nathan Buchanan stretching away from Carter Joey. Side by side for third, give it to Eric Monaco for the time being. The low line has the best momentum right now, but watch later in the race. Expecting a lot of rubber to get laid down on that top side there. Galliard still up there as Avery Barnett tries to work the low line in that Family Dollar number 40 Dodge. Carter Joey in front of Eric Monaco there in the second position. Buchanan pulling away just a little bit. Lots of side-by-side going on behind, but pretty smooth so far as Monaco pulls away from McGallard. There's that outside line. You see the 11 start to poke ahead just a little bit. Already getting some traction up there.
Yeah, as we see Carter Joey dive it into turn 1, and we see Noah McGallard in the 11 Menards Chevy using that outside line. Not really working out right now, but we'll see what that outside line has as a little bit of grip will hopefully be put down there to work in McGallard's favor.
Look at Charlie Davenport moving into the picture there in that take 5, number 21. Dove to the inside of Justin Lightning, lost his momentum to the 39 of Kirsten Clark. How about 3 wide? Drew Tatum, this man that went upside down at Daytona, gonna take that 90 City Financial Ford to the inside. And they're 3 wide for 2 rows there. Right in the middle, you see Luke Rainey in the number 29. Davenport's gonna back out of it. He'll go to the top side in front of Arthur Xavier. 60th Matthew Silver down low with the 29 of Rainey, the 8 of the Rattler Clyde Shelton, the 36 as well, Drake King. Rainey pushes the 60 up. They're going to go 3 wide through turn 1 and 2. It's this good stuff here early on.
Luke Rainey, a very aggressive move onto the inside of the 60 car, or the 64. I think that's the 60. Yeah, very aggressive, but smart move here early on here at Pikes Peak for Luke Rainey.
Clark making a move on the inside, just further up there. Is going to get by that bunch. Kip Silverpoint, Avery Barnett. Drew Tatum going to take him 3 wide. Meanwhile, up front, we're about to have a battle for the lead. Carter Joey has run down Nathan Buchanan in the 19, trying to wiggle the 19 up out of the groove, and is going to try to get up there. He slips a little bit coming out of turn 3 and 4. Behind Galliard is getting ready to make a move on Eric Monaco going into 1. Monaco gets down in front of the 11.
A really aggressive move, trying to get that 3rd place, trying to get that podium here early on. But look at the lead. We're about to see a lead change as the 11 or the 10 of Carter Joey is fighting really hard to try to get that lead away from the 19 of Nathan Buchanan. Really good battle right here for first.
And a battle starting to develop back here. Oh my goodness, Justin Lightning diving on the inside of Drew Tatum and Avery Barnett. They're going to go 3 wide down the back straightaway. Lightning going to try to make it work. No, Tatum's going to stick to the outside. Barnett's going to slip back. They're still side by side coming off turn number 4. And at the line, give it to Drew Tatum, I believe. Yes, just barely at the line. My goodness. This action early on. How about this? A 3-car battle for the 3rd position. Kirsten Clark has made her way back up with Noah McGallard up to the 83 of Eric Monaco. Carter Joey on the back bumper of Nathan Buchanan, unable to make a move at the moment. Kirsten Clark's going to go to the inside of Noah McGalliard. He's going to be there, going to turn 1, side by side for the 4th position. Give it to Kirsten Clark, who passes McGalliard with ease.
Kirsten Clark, a really aggressive move for that 4th position, as Carter Joey is gonna try to fight back on whatever line he picks. Probably going to do the crossover, as he has an actually big run. But now the 19 extends his lead from Carter Joey in the 10 car.
0.35 seconds the gap at the line. Not too terribly big, but as the tires fall off later in this run, Buchanan probably going to slip up the track. We've seen it in this race. Some guys later in the run will slip up a little bit. That could be good for Carter Joey if he wants to get up there and get by. Meanwhile, tight battle here. Kirsten Clark going to go to the inside of Eric Monaco. They're going to be side by side. Give it to Kirsten Clark, and you see the tires starting to fall off. Not as much grip there on the outside as there was as we get later into this run. Again, expecting pit cycles around, I'd say, lap 20 or so, and then should be good to the end right after that. Meanwhile, Buchanan still leading ahead. Kirsten Clark not quite clear of Eric Monaco, still holding on in that KHI number 83. Here comes Noah McGalliard and the DEI entry to the inside. They're going to be side by side coming through turns 1 and 2 and down the backstretch. McGalliard still there. Arthur Xavier peeking to the inside of Drew Tatum back there. Justin Lightning is in that mix in the 30. Monaco, he's making the outside line work there through 3 and 4, so definitely fading a bit over in turn 1 and 2, but it's still very much there in turn 3 and 4 as the outside lane.
Excuse me. I'm sorry for butchering your name. He is fighting really hard on that outside, as now he's going to clear Carter Joey for, what is that, 4th? It's really impressive.
Monaco gets around Noah McGalliard up front. Carter Joey is back against the back bumper of Nathan Buchanan in the 19. These two going to be battling once again here. I bet Joey's just waiting. He's probably not going to get around him under this green flag. He's probably just waiting for pit cycles here. It is going to be a strategy call that ends up winning this race. We've been caution-free so far, knock on wood, but definitely been a good one so far. Here's side by side, 3 wide. There's the California winner, Patrick Starr, right in the middle of that. Logan Williams, the 32, Starr, the 81. The 14, Hannah McDowell, and the Janny King Dodge there. To the inside, here comes Brenny Goodall, and even behind, 3 wide, Nick Sykes in the 22, Lennon Smith Jr., the 49, and the 56, Adam McDowell in the 12. Your defending Cabela's Cup Series champion, Ben Crouch, up there on the top side of Bradley Keys. Coming in the inside, Alfredo Manoa, the 25. So the side-by-side definitely starting to fade a little bit, but still plenty of it back here. These guys don't look like they're saving their stuff much, now do they?
They don't. They seem like that they're just super aggressive. They're not saving anything for the end. I thought Nick Sykes was going to cause a wreck with that 3-wide move about 2 laps ago. That was really good stuff, but I don't know. We'll see what Carter Joey has for our leader.
Think they were battling for the lead right here the way that they're racing. McDowell's going to go to the inside of Brendan Goodall. That is for, I believe, the 27th position. Yes, it is. Now going to go for 26th on Starr. Unable to get there at the time being. Up ahead, 34 BB Rulas and 28 Jeremy Baylor. Give it to Baylor. Let's check back in up front. Still caution-free in this race. Nathan Buchanan has led every single lap so far. Coming around to lap 20 this time. Expecting pit cycles in the next handful of laps. We'll go to the back here, see if anybody does in fact come down. Doesn't look like anyone's going to come down this time. Buchanan will come around and lead another lap. Has a healthy lead over Carter Joey. 0.43 seconds at the line. Pulling away just a little bit. McGalliard and Monaco still going at it back there for 4th. That's allowed Kirstine Clark to pull away just a little bit in that number 39.
As we saw on the backstretch, Noah McGalliard tried to look to that inside of the 83. Not there. Maybe in a lap or so he can get that run, but as he's getting occupied by the 36 of Drake King.
30 of Justin Lightning getting into the mix there in that NOS Chevrolet. Trying to get up there and battle with them, staying single file pretty much throughout this field right now. On lap number 21 right now, still nobody coming down the pit road, but an impressive move there by Rex Ruiz going to the inside of the 14 of Hannah McDowell and the 34 BB Ruiz. He's going to get a 2-for-1 special. How about a 3-for-1 special? He didn't quite get Dylan Wilson at the line there, but still, on that low line, he is going to be by him in just a few seconds. Here is Justin Lightning going to the inside of Noah McGalliard. That's for 5th position. Up front is still Nathan Buchanan. Carter Joey staying steady right behind him. Kirsten Clark just chugging along there in the 3rd position. Still caution free in the first 22 laps. And on to lap 23, they're going a little longer than I thought they would without having to come down for pits. But we'll see here in the next handful of laps who's going to be the first taker to come on down to the pit road. Could be who decides the win of this race. Who comes down first is Carter Joey right on the backside of Nathan Buchanan. Going to be present against him going into turn 1. Buchanan up the track just a little bit, but able to stay on the low line. Carter Joey did not get a good exit off turn number 2 there. He's going to slip back a bit. Into 14 laps to go this time. And again, doesn't look like anybody's coming down to the pit road just yet. It's been a pretty clean race so far. Definitely a far cry from the chaotic package we had last season, but this has not been terrible. This has been actually a pretty entertaining race so far.
As we see a great battle for the lead, as we saw Carter Joey about 2 laps ago on the back bumper of the 19 of Nathan Buchanan, as he's going to try again to get to the inside. He has a run, not much of a run, but he's trying everything he can to get to that inside and maybe make a pass for the lead. But if I were Carter Joey in the 10 car, I think I would want to pit 1 lap before Nathan Buchanan. I don't know, just some kind of strategy that he could do to maybe cycle into the lead. I don't know, it's his call, but it's the call that might decide the race.
You see him slip up there going into turn 3. He kept his foot in the throttle, and he is right there on the backside, peeking up to the low side. Going to try to make the move going into 1. Buchanan boxes him out once again. Carter Joey, he's trying to make the move. He wants to make the move, but not quite able to get there as we're on lap number 27 now, coming to lap 28. 11 laps to go. This time by in the Furniture Road 200. Buchanan can
Really
stretch
broke
away
on that
a
back
little bit
bumper. Really right on that back bumper about a few laps ago, but that was really good because he was like getting nailing those corners a few laps ago, but he's gonna try everything he can. He sends it in at turn 3. Ooh, he closed the gap right there as you saw it in between the 19 of Nathan Buchanan, who has led every single lap, as we have the 11 of Noah McGalliard, who is trying everything he can to maybe catch up to Carter Joey in the 10, as now they have strained out to single file throughout the field. As look at this, the 10 is on the back bumper looking to the outside, maybe no.
Still nobody's come down to the pit road. We're coming to 9 laps to go. They are going much longer than I thought they would. We'll watch lap 30 this time. See if anyone does try to come down to the pit road. Looked a little slower through that corner that time. Still nobody gonna come to the pit road so far.
Takers here. It's really surprising. Maybe if they get double, I don't know. Maybe these people that are taking it to the inside might do something. I don't know. very unusual because you predicted that they would have come in about 10 laps ago, and they still haven't come in. So, really surprising stuff here at Pikes Peak, Colorado.
Definitely a surprise, but they're getting plenty of off-throttle time through the corners, so maybe they don't have to worry about anything. We're coming to 7 laps to go. This time it's still Nathan Buchanan up front. He has absolutely dominated this race. As much as Carter Joey has tried to get by in that Certiford, he just has not been able to get by the number 19. As we'll watch down the back straightaway, see if we get any takers here. Still mostly single file throughout the field. They're side by side, Christian Vargas and Logan Alexander. Yadal went a little low into the one there, but still nobody going to come down to pit road, and it's a big lead for Nathan Buchanan at the line there with 6 laps to go in this one. Still waiting to see if we have any takers to come down to the pit road.
Asked me, I think Carter Joey might have used up all of his stuff. I mean, he was right there on the back bumper, you know, digging it into the corner, sending it through. But I think he's just got nothing, as the 39 of Christine Clark has closing the gap for second. So maybe she can make a pass in the closing laps, about 4 laps to go this time by.
Clark in the 39. Second place finisher at Daytona. Avoided the melee on the last lap. Knows how to get up there and get a good finish. She's doing it right now if we go to the end here. 4 to go at the line. Joey drives it in deep on the backside of the 19.
Unbelievable. I thought that he used up all of his stuff, but here he is right on the back bumper, knocking on the door for first place, looking on the high side. I think that might have killed off most of his momentum, as the gap for first has definitely grown. Let's see if he can send it into 1.
He tried there. He's still on that low line. Everyone's staying pretty calm right now. I wonder if they're all just trying to make it to the end here. We're coming to 2 laps to go. I don't guess they're going to come down for the pits in this race. We're going to be on the track all the way to the end. It is Nathan Buchanan leading at lap 36. He's got 2 laps to go as we get the popsicles in the air. Carter Joey, can he get by? Or will this be Nathan Buchanan's 2nd win of the season?
Closes the gap on the back bumper, coming onto the backstretch. Gap is really shrunken there. Let's see if he can do anything into 3. He went a little high onto the back bumper, slightly coming around to 1 lap to go here at Pikes Peak.
Excellent exit off turn 4 for Nathan Buchanan. Carter Joey stayed on the low line. Buchanan got back to the gas very quick. Now Joey on the backside, gonna be in the mirror. Half a lap to go. Looking to the inside, can't quite get there into turn 3. And around turn 3 and 4, here comes the Joe Gibbs number 19. Nathan Buchanan, 2nd win of the season and 2nd win in season number 1 of the Scots Grand National Series. Good for him.
Excellent driving for Nathan Buchanan to get his 2nd win of the season. How about that? 2nd win in only 5 races this season. That is incredible. Also, kudos to Carter Joey for staying consistently on that back bumper the entire race. That is something that most drivers cannot do. That is something incredible right there. These two have really bright futures ahead here in the NIRA League.
Yeah, excellent job by Carter Joey. Absolutely. Hanging on to that 2nd position. There's plenty of times he could have slipped out of it. And how about Kirstine Clark coming home in that 3rd position there? Very impressive for that number 39 team. As we'll see everyone come into the pit stalls. And a caution-free race. 2nd caution-free race of the season. And ironically enough, both times we've had a caution-free race, it has been Nathan Buchanan winning here in the Scots Grand National Series. Here's a look at your final results. Nathan Buchanan wins ahead of Carter, Joey, Kirsten Clark, Noah McGallier, Justin Lightning, Drew Tatum, Luke Rainey, Eric Monaco, Quentin Moore, a surprise 9th place. Good for him. Arthur Xavier rounds out the top 10. We'll take a look at the rest of your standings there. Everyone able to finish this race, no DNFs. That's always nice to see. So Bronson, any final thoughts, man?
Everybody drove their wheels off today. I don't think I could do half the stuff they did here at Pikes Peak. That was absolutely sensational driving from not only Nathan Buchanan, who congratulations to, but everybody in the field. As we look through from first place to last place, who was Bradley Ream, they stayed on the lead lap, not a single bent sheet metal, and no one's going home with hurt feelings and a destroyed race car. That is amazing. Congratulations to Nathan Buchanan and everybody who raced here. Sensational driving from everybody here at Pikes Peak, Colorado.
Absolutely, and an amazing race we saw today. I was very entertained personally. It's always good to see a caution-free race. As you mentioned, no bent sheet metal, so no big costs for the teams as we go into the next race, which I believe is, let me see here, what is the next race? It is going to be Nashville Super Speedway. So that's going to be another fun one over there in Tennessee. And so that'll about wrap it up here at Pikes Peak International Raceway. And thank you to Bronson Minnick for helping in the booth. You did a very good job. And for Bronson, this is Freedomator. We'll see y'all in Nashville. Y'all have a good one.